Hey YouTube, it is 3:30 on a Monday. It is a case of the Mondays. Work is work. Last night, after I put the camera away, I went onto the Amazon website because you noticed yesterday I tried to get groceries, didn't have time slots. So when that happens, I keep on checking. I checked around 8 p.m. and they had a time slot for later yesterday night for sometime before 11 p.m. So I didn't need food yet, but I didn't know when was the next time I was gonna see a free time slot. So I booked it anyways. The food came around 10 p.m. I put it all away. Later on when we go into the kitchen, we'll do a check of the food. It also rained last night as well, and this morning the clouds have been in and out. It's been sunny and cloudy and alternating like that. Again, the construction will be up this morning at 7 o'clock. I do wear earplugs to bed, but I got new earplugs and they make my ear itch sometimes, like the inside of my ear. I tried to get the old ones, which were blue, because they were a pretty color. Honestly, that's the only reason I wanted to get the old blue ones. Those did not make my ear itch. I thought all the foam earplugs were just the exact same type of material, but apparently not. So I put the earplugs in last night before I went to bed, but at like 5 or 6 o'clock, I noticed my ear was itchy. So I woke up because of that, and I took off the earplugs, went back to bed. So at 7 o'clock, I didn't have my earplugs in, but then the construction started, so that woke me up. Shortly after I turned off my laptop when I was done at work, I just sat on the couch and I just went like that for like 2 minutes. So just like, can you do that? Because I was so fried comprehensively up here. I just sat there like completely motionless with my tongue sticking out for just 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I don't know. It was weird. This just shut off. This just stopped working and crashed. As promised, we're going to check the food supply. I really splurged this time. We've got a very decent amount of food, at least for one person. We are very well stocked on salsa and yogurt, and we got so much coffee now. We got tons of chicken, and we have maybe way too many eggs. I didn't need bread yet because I still have a half a loaf. So when more bread came last night, I went ahead and froze it. I don't know if this kind of bread is supposed to be frozen, but it is too late. As I've been looking at houses, one of the things I don't like are places with a fireplace. Now, I like the idea of a fireplace in and of itself, but it's always, at least in these condos, it's always where I want to put the TV. So in this photo, you can see they put the TV on the wall above what looks like it's probably not a gas fireplace, maybe an electric one. Okay, a lot of people say, oh, that looks super nice. It's wall mounted, it looks neat. But am I the only one that don't want to crane my head up to watch a TV? So my TV is pretty low because when I'm sitting on a couch, I just look straight ahead. I don't like this idea where like I have to crane my head up to watch a TV. I looked at a few different places where, because they've put the fireplace exactly where I would want to put the TV, I've had to cross it off my list. All right, I've been scanning the news and I saw this article reads, Bay Area records its first day without a new COVID death since March. Definitely individual counties within the Bay Area have had days without COVID-related deaths. Yesterday was the first time that the entire Bay Area did not have someone die related to coronavirus. San Francisco specifically has now recorded a new death in a week now, and that is also a milestone. In May so far, 4 people have died due to the coronavirus. The death toll on April 30th in San Francisco was 32. Right now it is 36. I long since given up trying to spit numbers at you guys doing the daily headlines, but these are important numbers, at least for me to watch locally, because key metrics they're looking at besides the ability to test and trace is that they want to see a minimal or no deaths for a sustained period of time before they'll peel back further restrictions here in the Bay. So this is good news indeed. This graph right here is from sfis.com. And the bars show the daily number of deaths. You see the bar is starting to plateau. The shape of the bars are starting to plateau starting in May. So that's very, very good. Another big metric they're looking at is how many people are hospitalized because of the coronavirus. And apparently that's been flat or down slightly over the last couple of weeks as well. That's also a key metric they're looking at. So that's also very, very good news. So assuming those two trends, the number of deaths and the number of hospitalizations, keep staying flat-ish, and we beef up testing, which I hope they talk more about. They don't ever talk enough about how much development they're making in testing, at least not here in the Bay Area. So we just have no idea. Same for contact tracing. They said something a week or so ago about we're about to hire 1,000 people. It's like, why didn't you hire 1,000 people before? We just need the testing to get up to whatever benchmark or standard they want it to be, say for the contact tracing. And I think maybe chances are pretty decent that in a couple of weeks, beginning of June, we will peel back more restrictions. Enough news and numbers talk. Let's move it on to song of the day. You ready? Keep bringing you guys back to the 2000s. This is a song called PYT Down With Me from a girl group called PYT. I think it's another one of those one-hit wonders from the very early 2000s, maybe late 90s. Good song though, I really like this song. It's got a really good beat. Way back then, I remember on TV, on like MTV or something like that, they were interviewing them and they asked them, your group is called PYT, what do the letters stand for? And they said, prove yourself true. However, in the hip-hop world, PYT has a very different meaning, which the record company must have known something about that at that time, right? This wasn't that long ago. I was looking for the new RuPaul's Drag Race last night, but it was not released. I was thinking, I don't think I've watched all the episodes yet. We're not down to the top 4. And shouldn't it be released by Sunday? I didn't even know what day of the week it's supposed to be released on. So it's Monday night now. So I'm just checking. Maybe I'm doing this from Google Play. They always have a delay with new episodes of things. Now I see it, episode 12, Viva Drag Vegas, which I will watch sometime this week. I can't guarantee that I'll watch it tonight. Also, why do I have to discover carby, delicious Korean food when I'm not able to get to a gym? My friend just says, oh, Korean food, you eat as much as you want, it's healthy. Food does not like that. If you eat enough of anything, it's still calories, and the calories have to go somewhere. Just because it's healthy calories doesn't mean they magically disappear into thin air instead of going straight to your butt and thighs. Anyways, I'm gonna keep eating the Korean food. I mean, it's gonna go bad if I don't eat it. Like, I ordered it. I don't necessarily feel guilty that I'm eating all these carbs when I can't go to the gym. I think I lost that guilt, I don't know, second week of lockdown, the third week. We are the 9th week, I think, in shelter in place now. I'm starting to get messages from friends in like little group chats that we have where they're saying they're like over it. Not to the point where like they're blatantly breaking laws or whatever, but hard for us to be super optimistic now. I'm kind of sort of getting a second wind, you know? When they first had the lockdown the first couple of weeks, it was like fine the first 3 or 4 weeks, honestly. And then after that, it was just like, okay, I want to get out of here. So it was like down a little bit, but now I'm like, we're 2 months in. I'm kind of sort of used to it. I'm not loving it, but it's like, whatever. I've been doing this for so long. It's almost like, don't know how to do the normal non-lockdown thing anymore almost. We got some RuPaul going. We got some food going. It's all heated up and ready to go. So I will end the vlog from here. Today it's Monday, that means tomorrow is Tuesday. So happy Tuesday when you watch this, unless you watch this on Monday right after I post it, in which case, thank you for subscribing and keeping up with the notifications. And now I'm just wrapping. So I am just gonna stop talking. Bye, YouTube.